go. How's that? Satisfactory, isn't it? Quite right to adjust this. Dropped. Let's have a look around. Oh, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, it looks as if I have no viewers at present. It's quite hard to tell. I think it's possible to, in your settings, be invisible so nobody knows if you're actually looking or not. So you can hover around. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, there's a train coming. Let's go and have a look at a train. It's always good to see trains, isn't it? There we go. This is the train from Glasgow Central to East Kilbride. Arriving at Hairmire Station, which is the penultimate station on the route. Another 5 minutes and it will be East Kilbride Station. Can I zoom in a bit? How's that? How's the picture? Pixelated or reasonable, anybody? If you're looking in, please chat, say hello, say where you're looking in from. Hello Aussie Geek, how you doing? Just having a wander. I have a stinker of a cold today, so I should really be in the house keeping warm, but for the good of my subscribers I've come out. That's good. I'm assuming the weather is quite warm just now where you are. It's not cold, it's exactly cold here, but as you can see looking at the sky, it's a bit overcast, let's say. The sun could try to come out, but it doesn't want to. Yeah, if anybody's looking in, you'll see things going on here. Look at all of this. They're making another station. They're moving the railway station. This one here, they're shifting. And I think they're moving it further down the line here. Yeah, Aussie Geek, I gave you a shout out. There we are. That is going to be the new rail station. I'll zoom in again. So they've been moving bridges. I think that's a new bridge. I'll zoom in again. Sorry about the noise. You see a new bridge being built there. Ah, come on, Eddie Wick. Yeah, that's the bridge. I think it's got a lift. Okay, let's go over. Now this looks like brand new. This is a brand new bridge as well. I thought I'd take a walk to a woodland. There's a woodland which many of us, certainly me, many of us didn't discover for a long time until during COVID times when we had to find somewhere to walk locally. And I discovered K-Woodlands. Ah, messages held for review. I'm guessing that might be from our friend. Oh, he's gone. It must have been too long. Eddie Wick, was it? Maybe. Right, here we go. So that's where we are. K-Woodlands. All the usual things which some people ignore. Not everyone. Let's go for it. So we are in East Kilbride, which once upon a time was a designated new town to take the overspill population from Glasgow. It hasn't been a new town for a long time. I think I might just be live streaming for a short amount of time today. Maybe as much as half an hour, 30 minutes. I'll be as steady as I can hold this selfie stick. I don't have a gimbal yet. And it's quite easy to go slow today because I'm smitten with the cold. Oh, I've got a few likes already. Marvellous to get 2 likes. Yeah, it's always good if people click a like. Supposedly it helps the channel's algorithm, whatever that is. It's quite a nice area. K-Woodlands is where we are. K as in the letter K. Woodlands. A lot of conifer here, but they are deciduous as well, as you can see by the colour. Nice autumn colours developing, and rose hips. Excuse me, I've cycled over here as well. If you cycle over here, you have to be prepared for a lot of ups as well as the downs. What goes up must come down. Which way shall we go? Left or right? Anybody looking in? Which way shall I go? Right or left? Shall I just make the decision? Okay, let's go right. I honestly don't know what's up here. What you should do every day if you can is get out of the house. If you're working, it's not a big problem because you're almost, unless you work from home, forced to get out of the house. But being retired, it would be quite easy for anybody who's retired just to stay in the house. But it's much better to get out and see a bit of the countryside. Refresh your lungs and your mind a little bit by going out at different times of the year. The place changes so much from one part of the year to the next. Let's look at this. That is a great, what do you call it, a stand or plantation almost of geranium type flowers. It's usually a mass of purpley blue. Purple blue geraniums. Always good to look around occasionally to see what's there. The good thing about being on your own if you're walking is that sometimes the wildlife isn't aware that you're there and you see more. You go with a group, as I normally do. Look at that. Lots of berries still. If we go with a group, as I normally do, we all make so much noise that the deer, the squirrels, foxes, anything, they're aware of us long before we arrive. Oh, there's more. Sorry, I didn't see the messages. I thought it would scroll on, but it doesn't. Hi MSK7Cs, thanks very much for looking in again. We can hardly hear. Oh, sorry about that. Is that a big issue for people? Let's see if I can move. I'll adjust this a little bit. I wonder, and partly it could be me, I have a cold today, so maybe my voice isn't very loud. Tell you what I'll do, I'll try taking the phone case off. I've got a waterproof case, no longer waterproof because the rubber piece on the bottom broke a while ago, so it's not actually waterproof. But it would save it from a bump when it chips off. Excuse all the bumping and noise. It might improve things in the long run. I'll take this off. Getting there, almost. I'll have to excuse any sniffing as well, I'm afraid. That's where my head is today. Oh, here we go. Alright, that's the case off. I'll just have to fit it back into the selfie stick. And we're laughing, as they say. Right, let's try again. Okay, let's see what that is. Okay, let's give it a try. Is that any better? Whew, High Entertainment Inter TV Network. I think you replied to one of my comments a little while ago. Thanks very much for having a wee look in. In which country are you based, my friend? Don't know what else I can do to adjust the sound. Well, I'm in Scotland, UK, and we're in a woodland area. It's one of the good things about being here is that it is relatively easy to get into some pretend countryside. Oh, which way shall I go? Shall I have a look down here? Let's have a look down here. Is the audio any better now that I've taken the phone out of its case? It might help if I make the selfie stick a little bit shorter so I'm closer. How's that? Any better? Whew. Edel, what's that? Edel Official. Hello Edel Official and MSK7Cs and Enter TV Network. Hello all, thank you very much for looking in. You can see how close we are to industrial stuff. Factories over there. Countryside over here. I can hear magpies. I don't know if this is good enough to hear magpies for you, but can you hear them? Magpies. If you're just looking in for a second, just before you go, could you click a like for me? Apparently it's good for my channel. A subscribe is even better, but have a look at my channel first. You might find you like what you see there and want to subscribe. If not, no harm in it. I'm walking slow and steady today. I did a live stream at the weekend from a kind of hilly area called the Southern Upland Way in Scotland again. Very picturesque. But because I was walking with a group, in fact I was leading the group, I couldn't keep 15 people waiting for me to be nice and slow, so I had to walk along, so it was a wee bit bumpier than it will be today. Today I can go slow for two reasons. One is that I'm a bit knackered, so I really can't walk very fast. And the other one is that nobody's hassling me along, so it's quite nice. Ah, we have a choice again. Okay, which way shall I go? Right or left? Anybody want to choose for me? I don't care. Excuse me. Yeah, well, I think I'll try left. Did right the last time. I'll try a left. No, what's all this? Boulders with eyes. Must be marking a trail, I think. Oh, too many decisions today. Here's another one. Yeah, we are out in K-Woodlands. K-Woodlands today in East Kilbride. I'll let you see what we're looking at. Boom, there we go. K-Woodlands, East Kilbride, live. Anything happening today? Nothing much. Does anybody ever look at these webcams in zoos, or not so much zoos but wildlife parks? You know, big game parks in Africa. I think maybe that was a fad once upon a time. But yeah, I used to think it was quite exciting being able to look in distant parts like that, different bits of Africa, different game reserves at the water hole like this. So you'd be sitting there maybe about midnight, looking in, expecting to see herds of wildebeest, etc. What did you see? Nothing. There was never anybody there. Things in the water there. Can you see them? Can't see what they are. things in the water or on the surface. I think it's either water boatmen or pond skaters, maybe pond skaters. Let's see if I can get close without dropping the phone in. I think it's pond skaters. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit, again without dropping the phone. That is cool. They just swim around on the surface tension. And if anything drops in like an insect, they detect the change in the surface tension and they go and eat it. They're little carnivores. Let's see if I can drop something in and draw their attention towards it. Can I drop in? Need to be quite small. A little leaf. I've got a little leaf. Let's see what happens. I'll drop a little leaf in. Just along here, but come up wider. Let's see, where are they? Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. They don't care. Right. Or maybe they can recognise a leaf separate from other things. Oh, you must have heard that magpie that time, did you? I'm sorry, my nose is running, so there's a lot of sniffing and wiping going on. Can't help it. So this is just like the Serengeti waterholes. You come here and there's nothing to see. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see where else we can go. Back along the duck boards, or boardwalk. Oops. Fox poo, I think. Got a fox poo, so there's some wildlife around. A couple of birds up there. I don't know what that bird is. I think it's maybe a buzzard. Yeah, I think that was a buzzard. A buzzard being buzzed by a crow. I'll claim that as a buzzard. Hi Jim. K-Woodlands in East Kilbride. It's one of these places that I only discovered during the sad COVID days when we had to find somewhere locally to walk and we had exhausted most of the pavements round about and we discovered K-Woodlands. I'm sure lots of people knew about it if they lived nearby. I don't know if you know about it. But today, I should have gone to an art class in the morning, but yesterday I suddenly got hit by a cold. Just bang, I sneezed once, then my throat went, and then that was it. My nose is now streaming yesterday and today. So I missed my art because it really didn't feel up to it. There was no point infecting everybody else in the class. So I still needed to get out. So this is a nice enough little walk. I don't know if you know the place. If you're ever looking for it, you just go to the Edinburgh Castle to upload. Oh, Edinburgh, okay. Yeah, it's amazing how long it takes to upload things. I usually set things going about midnight. I just put the brightness of the screen down to nothing and leave it uploading. Charge here plugged in. That'll be good to see. Nice to see how close you get to the castle. I have never actually put the drone up in Edinburgh yet. I'm a bit worried about that, so your video will give me some confidence. So anybody looking at this later, have a look at Eye in the Sky Drone 4K channel, and you'll see some marvellous drone footage. I'm walking down this way because I can see something built up in the tree. I don't know if it's an artificial squirrel house, a dray, if things like that exist. Or what is it for? It's a bit big for birds. I'll show you it. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Pretty bad for getting a chance to fly. It's either windy or it's rainy, or I don't have the time whenever everything else is right. Don't know, can anybody see a thing in a tree? Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Maybe a squirrel house of some kind. Oh, yeah, what was that? A squirrel? Something moved at the top of it. It may just have been the wind blowing something. Or it may be a squirrel. I'll keep an eye on it. You can certainly hear industry around about. That's probably mainly because of the new station being built. There's a new station being built in East Kilbride. The main one, which is East Kilbride station itself, is staying. But the one at Hare Myers is being replaced by another one nearer the St James Centre. So that's caused a good number of days where there were no trains going as far as East Kilbride or Hare Myers station because they were changing bridges. A bit of art here as well. What does that say? No Zorro mask then. Or even Lone Ranger. Right, I'll try and read it. Trees and bees. Trees and bees and lots of leaves. Trees and bees and lots of leaves. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing this one actually before. There are a few sculpture type things here. Okay, down this way, see what's down here. If you've just arrived in, you're looking at Terry's Travels channel. And Terry's feeling a bit sorry for himself today because he has a cold, poor thing. I'm not going to say it's man flu, but it's a blooming awful cold. Just hit me yesterday, bang, very quickly. So I'm hoping it arrived so quickly that it will go just as quickly. Especially because I have a walk to do tomorrow. I have a hike tomorrow. Not a very tough one, so I'll probably manage it even with a bit of a cold. Oh yeah, Well, we did a bit of house rearranging. I couldn't find the whiskey or the Drambuie, which I would have liked last night, so I had to settle for a Cointreau instead. Wind chimes? Don't think so. I think it's just a solid piece of cast iron. It's not swinging or anything. I suppose if you had a stick, maybe you'd get a tune out of it. I'll try that next time I'm up with the grandkids. So down here, if you want to see, yeah, Drambuie and whiskey in equal measure. Perfect. I'm surprised not everybody knows about it. Right, okay, here we are. So there's the St James Retail Centre over there. And the station's being built. I'm looking at sort of down about there. I'm wondering if that's going to be the car parking for the station. So in future you'll go not to Hare Myers, but you'll go to, I'll zoom in again, you go to see the Lidl. There's the Lidl. That's at the St James Centre. I hope they make the drive-in convenient. Otherwise it'll get very messy with traffic coming in and out of Lidl, going to Greggs. That's where I just had my lunch, was opposite Lidl at Greggs. Rusty Nail, the very thing. Or is it a Millionaire's Dram? Is that the same? I always took it to be the same thing. Millionaire's Dram. Hello, Aditya Art Academy. Oh, Aditya Art Academy. Thanks very much for looking in. Where are you commenting from? It's always interesting to know where people are looking in from. I'm a very simple soul and these things give me a lot of pleasure still. We're in Scotland. I don't know if that's kind of obvious from a title or anything, but that's where we are. Just showing people how easy it is to get into some kind of countryside, even though we're in a fair-sized town. I'm just watching where I'm putting my feet because this is quite a slope. I know it would possibly make some exciting live streaming if I fell down the slope, but I'd rather avoid that anyway. Let's turn this around so you can see where we're going. There we go. Yeah, it's a nice place, and I'm not quite sure who owns K-Woodlands. I have a feeling it's not council owned, but I don't know quite who owns it. But it does have things going on in it. At one stage before COVID years, dead end, but also the signal's starting to drop. So I'll go back up again. Yeah, it's obviously busy over there, making the new, excuse me. Oh. Okay, cheers Jim. Thanks very much. Always nice chatting with you. I look forward to seeing the video. Edinburgh Castle, that'll be a cracker, so if you've just looked in here, make sure you have a look. Right, what I need to do next is plug some charging because it's telling me I've got 20%. Oof. I'm just going uphill, that's why I'm puffing and puffing. Anybody looking in, please increase my 6 likes if you wouldn't mind, just by clicking a like before you go. Please stay and enjoy the trip. We're having a walk through a woodlands called K-Woodlands in East Kilbride in Scotland. Whew. a nice kind of area. Ah, excuse me. You don't want to see me wiping my nose, I'm sure. MSK7Cs, thank you, still with us, brilliant, fantastic. Right, there's a bench up here, probably wet, but never mind, I could sit on that, couldn't I? And find my charge bank, plug it in. Excellent. The more the merrier, right? How damp is that? Ah, it's a bit wet, isn't it? Still good enough to put the bag on. I use these things a lot. I don't know if you find these convenient. Carabiners are great. For attaching your phone, attaching your keys, your binoculars, anything. Right, what I need is a cable. Right, that will do. I'll disconnect this. Apologies for any extreme motion sickness you might have. Yeah, I just need to get some charge into this phone. What I'll do is alright, how's this going to work? Right, this is a bit tricky. How's that? I think I switched off the mic by mistake as I handled the phone. Is that okay? Can you hear anything? Hello Dicha Art Academy. There we go. I think they're right. Okay, I'll start walking again. This is great. I've got six likes. It's always good when I get a like. Let's have a wander. I'll turn this round. You can see where we are. This is where we are. Nothing left on my bench. Nope, everything's there. I'm feeling this is a bit noisier than the arrangement I had before. If you're looking in, this is Terry on Terry's Travels, having a wander through a kind of country park called K-Woodlands in East Kilbride in Scotland. I think I'll go down this way now. If you're looking in, please give me a thumbs up. That's always nice. Even if you're just going to go away again, please, thumbs up is always good for my channel. Thank you. Also have a look at my channel videos. See if you like what's there, and if you do like what's there, you could subscribe. I wouldn't mind. Let's go over to the other side. There's a whole lot of building or engineering going on over here. Maybe to do with the new railway station which is being built. We'll have a look and see if we can work it out. Oh, I can see something here. Something yellow. You can hear the birds as well as the machinery. Let's go under the trees, see if you can hear the birds better. So, is there a label on this, I wonder? Another piece of the art of K-Woodlands. Any label? Don't think so. Let's have a look round. Nope. No label nearby. Why do people do that? Do they imagine that there are shit fairies that come by and remove all the dog poo at dead of night or something? Yeah, I think that must be maybe all to do with the new railway station. Perhaps it's more parking. Okay, wandering on. I can hear the bird song quite clearly now. I don't know if you can. Did anybody hear the chiff chaff? I'm getting used to seeing new houses without a chimney. It was a bit awkward at the beginning, a bit weird seeing houses without chimneys. So that, what if the electricity fails? What if the gas fails? Now it's what if the ground source fails? Well, of course, ground source energy relies on electricity to suck the heat out of the ground. So if your electricity fails, unless you have battery backup, you're going to be cold. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that before until now. It's up here. Now, what kind of box is that? No, it's not a bat box, it's a bird box without a roof. That's what it is. You can see little birds, but only silhouettes. Puff. It's a bit of a haul getting up hills. Wow, if anybody's looking in, this is Terry's Travels channel. And Terry's got a cold, so I'm out of puff. I'll show you around. This is the view we're getting. While I'm doing that, maybe you could click a like for me as you wait. There we go. Click a like for me if you wouldn't mind. It would be nice. So you're looking over bits of Lanarkshire towards, I suppose, East Ayrshire maybe. A lot of traffic down there. I wonder if that's school coming out traffic. I don't know if you can see it. If I zoom in a bit, maybe you'll see. Yeah, a little bit busy. Let's go. Which have I got? I'm looking at my count. Oh, I've got six likes from people. That's very kind. I think on Halloween, say the Halloween, or maybe it's Guy Fawkes night, bonfire night, 5th of November, there's going to be an event up here. It's a ticketed affair. My grandchildren might be going, I suppose, to this one. Whew. Oh, glad I've got to the top of that hill. Quite a tough little climb, especially when you're out of condition or not well. I think I'll claim both of those, out of condition and not well. That's my excuse. If you like live streams, you might want to look at my channel, because I'm doing a lot of live streams recently. Which way shall I go? Am I lost already? In that way. That way's got a bench. Let's try this way. Yeah, I've got a shed load of data on my phone, and I really can't see me ever excuse me, I can't see me ever using it up unless I do a version of the Truman Show, live stream my life. Just discovered something interesting. Oops, turn around. It says, sit here and take a moment to breathe, to heal, to make it to the next moment. You've got this, and we've got you. In loving memory of Craig Scott Ambrose, a square man in a round world. 1981 to 23. Not very old. Sad. Take a moment to breathe. It's always good advice, isn't it? There's a little trail there. It's always interesting to see little trails. I always find them tempting to take, just to see. You may find it's just a teenager's drinking den. It might be where foxes walk. In this case, nothing, I think. Just trees. No clues. Corvid of some sort. Lots of leaves. Beech leaves are some of the best, aren't they? The best for a bit of colour. Yeah, shall we go back out again, carry on walking? Whew. There you go. Yeah, if you're new to my channel, please have a look at my other stuff after this. Click a like as well if you would, if you wouldn't mind, before you go. I've got 6 likes already, that's brilliant. So thank you all very much. Oops, turn this round so you're not looking up my nose, but in my beard. So we're trying to get back down eventually to round about there. It's not a bad place, K-Woodlands, that's where we are. K-Woodlands to the west of East Kilbride. I think I'll just go down here left, and that will take me out one way. There are several exits to the park area. It's a time of year if you're looking for seeds to plant in your wild corner of your garden. This is the place to get them. I wonder how the YouTube algorithm works to offer things like this live stream to people. How does it decide? Apart from my current 927 subscribers, who presumably get it sent out to them, how else would they do it? People who have looked at any live streams before, but that's a bit vague. I think most live streams are from sitting behind a desk or in somebody's bedroom or something like that, or in the kitchen baking something. I don't imagine there are many live streams from a hillside. Most of mine for the present are from hillsides. One yesterday was quite bumpy. Tell a lie, Saturday was a bit bumpy, from a place called Traquair in the southern upland hills. Oh, decisions, which we shall go again. Right, anybody's still here, remember which way I came? I think I came down to it, didn't I? Because I read that. If you missed me reading it, I'll show you it. Hold on a second before you go away. Whoop. I've got six likes. Hurrah, 6 likes. Right, what does it say here? It says trees and bees and lots of leaves. Trees and bees and lots of leaves. There you go. Do-be-do-do. Do-be-dee-dee. Right, I'll turn it around to me for a second again so that people know. I just looking at some old guy. Some old guy getting out a puff, climbing the smallest of hills in a woodland area on the outskirts of a town called East Kilbride. Oh, enough of looking at me, let's look at the trees. Look at that. Beautiful. The larch, the cones on it, lovely. European larch, Larix decidua. It's one of the few ones I actually know the Latin name of. Larix, the larch. It's called decidua because it's deciduous, i.e. it loses its needles in the winter, like so, as opposed to the other ones which are evergreens. Most of the conifers are evergreens. Right, there's a little bridge over there. I think maybe we came down here. And that little bridge is where a pond is. We came over by the pond before, earlier, and there was nothing there. I say nothing, might have been a plastic bottle. If you're looking in, please say hello, say who you're looking in from. It's always interesting. Brightens up my walk if people say, I am looking in from the moon or somewhere. Tuning in from Mars. Oh, look, it's over there. Oh, I love those things. Let's have a look. Can I get close without getting my feet soaking or falling into the pond? Let's have a look. Alright, let's go closer. Let's get a bit closer still. Can I get close enough to get one? Alright, can you see? Yay! Don't know, what would you call that? What name would you give that? Common name. I don't know the fancy name for it. But there's one a bit closer you can get to. I think the birds eat the seeds from it, and in doing so scatter the seeds. There's a whole lot of them. Close can I get? I'm going to get my feet wet. I haven't got boots on, I've just got kind of walking shoes. So let's give it a try. Right, here we go. I can just about reach one. Right, here we go. Back a bit. Yo! One of those. It looks like the birds have been eating the top seeds already. Let's see if we can get some seeds. Can we get some seeds off? Maybe those are seeds. Right, that's helped it along the way to spread. Back out again before I fall in. Right, I would have called those things bulrushes, and I wonder if most people would. I wonder if that's the same thing as something called the Great Reed Mace. R-E-E-D-M-A-C-E. Don't know. Yeah, have another look, final look at this pond. And the only thing you saw were these things. I'll show you this in case somebody looking in hasn't seen them yet. See those? You know what they are? They're called pond skaters. And if you look at this video, if you look back at this video once I make it public, when I get back, you can slow down your playback speed and you'll get a better view of these. I'm quite pleased getting this zoomed in view. Yeah, have a look at this again and go to 73 minutes or earlier. I did video them before, so 73 minutes, remember. You can watch them moving in slow motion. Oh, magic things. Little carnivores. They're looking for something that drops into the water and they'll detect that they're there, just like spiders detecting movement in their web, and they'll swim over and pierce them and suck out the juices. Yeah, I did say there was something in there. Yeah. There you go. MSK 7Cs, thank you very much. Not much chat today. I'm sort of disappointed not too many people are chatting. I'm very grateful for the ones who are. Oh no, another hill. Whoops, sorry about the racket. Keep forgetting there's a charging cable plugged in here. There we go. Right, I think it's time I was going home to play with my grandchildren, or at least one of them. Excuse me. Terrible cold. What I need to do is go home, find some alcohol, have some whiskey and Drambuie mix. Failing that, a bit of Cointreau liqueur. Have a nice big cup of coffee and put my feet up. So I haven't seen many people here. Is that maybe the second couple? If you've been watching from the start, a couple just gone round the corner. Could be the same couple actually, couldn't it? I don't have a car with me today, so and I have no intentions of walking all the way back home. It should take me probably 3/4 of an hour. So I'll be looking for a bus back home again. I think I've gone the wrong way. I'm slightly lost. Anyway, since I've spotted another piece of modern sculpture, I'll take you down to see it, and then I'll carry on round to the right and maybe find my way back home. That modern art is becoming a bit modern rusty. From here it almost looks like a frog. Can you see it? I'm getting frog. Yeah, I think frog. From that angle. Right. Let's wander on. Now what I can see yonder is a gate. Now that is one way out. And somebody's using it. Okay. That's one way out of K-Woodlands. Not the way I particularly want to go out. So I think, which way shall I go? I'll go this way. I'm trying to find my way out of K-Woodlands. I got slightly lost. Because when I came in, I definitely did not pass that. I think I've got to climb up this hill yet again and take another way. How can you get lost in a city, community, woodland? Very easily. If you're looking in, please do me a favour, click me a like before you go. It's lethal. As soon as I ask somebody to do things like that, they run away. So I had 7 people or so and down to 3. No likes being left. There you go, that's the way it goes. It's obviously a rubbish one today, so nobody's interested. Afternoon. That's a nice dog, look at that. Lovely dog. Do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do. This is a city woodland we're walking through called K-Woodlands. There we go. Scared somebody off straight away. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so I don't frighten anybody. I've been walking around here for 81 minutes. It's amazing how the time flies. And I'm talking to myself, partly talking to myself. I don't think I'm further on yet. I'm just trying to find my way back. There are several crisscrossing paths along here. And I'm trying to go, I think, that way. Did we come up there? I think maybe I did. I think maybe this is the way I came. So give it a try. Let's give it a try. Okay. Making our way out of K-Woodlands in East Kilbride, South Lanarkshire, Scotland, UK. There we go, that chased everybody, almost. Maybe when people see it live stream offered to them, they think it's going to be somebody at a desk or at their dressing table, something along those lines, inside a building. Well, that's not the kind of live streams I do. The only live streams I've done, which are kind of domestic, are from my greenhouse or just outside the house in the garden. I don't think I've ever actually done one inside the house at all. It's usually up a hillside, like the one on Saturday, which is something I quite enjoy doing. Hey. Oh, here we are. Shall we look over the bridge before we go? Now this bridge is a bit strange because it doesn't go over anything but a kind of gorge. Look, there's nothing really there but Buckfast bottle, beer cans, a bit of rubbish. It looks as if there should be a river or something going through here. In fact, it looks very much like a train line. You'd expect a train to be going through here, but there's nothing. Very substantial bridge, but why? Yep, it's very odd. The proper bridge leads over a rail line, the only rail line that goes from Glasgow to East Kilbride, and the bridge that you'll see in a minute is just before Hairmire Station. And Hairmire Station is the one by the hospital. Hairmire's Hospital is there, which I don't know if I can show you it. If you have a look, bear with me with the noise. See the blue building in the background? That's Hairmire's Station, Hairmire's Hospital. So the bridge we're about to go over down here, if we're lucky there'll be a train going along. Excuse me. Oh, I got another like. Thank you so much, whoever it was. Much appreciated. Yeah, the bridge is going over the railway line, single line, which goes first to Hairmire's Station and leads on to the terminus, which is East Kilbride Station. So if you're ever coming to the hospital in East Kilbride, make sure you get off at Hairmire's Station. Don't go on to East Kilbride or you have to get the train back a stop. Yeah, it doesn't rock. It's a solid one. Hi Bruce and Otis. Is Otis listening? Must be just about lunchtime for you over in Nova Scotia, Lower Sackville. Hey Otis, here boy, hey Otis. I won't say banana in case you don't have one handy for him, that would disappoint him. Yeah, I had mine before I started this hike about 87 minutes ago. Now, that's a bridge that won't rock. This is a brand new one. They've had to replace some of the bridges because they're making a brand new railway station. That's the old station down there. Hairmire station. Very convenient for the hospital. And they had the line closed for a while. Buses were being supplied instead because they were changing, I think, a couple of bridges and that. Brand new. Nice. First time I was over it was this morning. Thanks everyone for looking in. I'll make this video public once I get on the bus, probably. I'll get a chance to do that. The default seems to be for them to be private. Right, there's a new, I'll show you a new bridge. See that bridge there? Good point, why not see through? Excuse me. Yeah, that is a new station. It looks to me like the right hand side of it, that is probably a lift, an elevator as you'd say, over the pond. And the station is going to be manned. Hello Scott, thanks for dropping in. The station is going to be manned, which is good. They had said that they were going to be what do you call it, turnstiles to go through with your ticket. So you need to buy a ticket on a machine, go through the turnstile with it. But I have a senior citizens card, which means I can get a very cheap ticket, which the machines don't seem to issue. It's very odd. You always have to find a person or wait until you're on the train. So I kind of queried this with them before I realised that it would be manned all the time. If we arrived, we wouldn't be able to buy a cheap ticket, for example, so we wouldn't be able to get through the turnstiles with it. But I was assured, oh no, there will be people here all the time to sell you a ticket. So that's all right then. We're at K-Woodlands in East Kilbride, the western end of East Kilbride. It's a woodland which I'm not sure exactly who owns it. I have a feeling it's not the council who own it. So maybe private ownership of some kind, but I've no idea exactly who. But now and again it will have, or used to have, film shows in the open air. And they're going to have a, I think, a Halloween party, maybe this weekend. Maybe actually on Thursday, which is Halloween, isn't it? So they have little events here. But other than that, people come and just walk their dogs and cycle through it, walk through it. Ah, so the more they sell, the better. Oh, no tickets for seniors from the machine, so I have to pay cash only when getting on. Ah, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that'd be okay here as well if we had to pay it on the train. The issue sometimes is that on a busy time, the conductor, ticket man or woman doesn't get to everybody, so you end up at the destination station, Glasgow Central, and you've then got to go and buy a ticket from the person on the platform, and there may well be a queue of 50 to 100 people there. But in this case, if you couldn't buy your ticket from the machine, you'd have to buy an expensive ticket, or you don't get through the barrier. But there's a ticket office with a person, we are assured, so it'll be fine. Oh, there's a train going too. So what I'm hoping is that I'll get to the bus stop up here, and it won't be too long before there'll be a bus. The quickest way is actually to go across the road up to the hospital and go to the bus stop at the hospital. Works quite well. So that station will be disappearing, just like many of my viewers, shortly. But I'm hoping that people, before they go, will click a like for me. That would be a nice thing to do. Thank you very much, all the 6 who have done that already. That's much appreciated. And do have a look at my channel. Perhaps you'll subscribe if you like my stuff. I'll go over here, have a look at the timetable, see what the best option is. If there's one coming here shortly, then I'll just wait for it. Otherwise, I might just go up to the station, up to the hospital. Maybe just go up to the hospital. Haha, thanks Bruce. Well, those are flats I wouldn't like to live in. Imagine being right next to this traffic. Useful for the station, which I like, but there we go. Thanks Scott. For some reason that message was held for review. One that says subscribe, well definitely. Okay, thanks very much, Bruce. That was great. Absolutely brilliant that you managed to be here for alive. Right, that's the hospital. The bus stop is along that way. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, you two. Bye bye. Hope the weather's good for you. This is fabulous. 8 likes today. Well, I thought I was timing that quite nicely, but I think I've just missed it. There's a waiting for me, there's not. Oh. Okay, cheers Scott, see you again. Let's see what time the next bus is. Pity I just missed one. And the rain's coming on, oh great.
No, it was here. Oh, well. Into the grounds. Right. Well, and he says to me, I says, what time's the bus is going back? He says, I've do. He says, I says, just be now. You know, because I know that I got it. I never changed it. I know that I got it.
Hi, well, that's it. Rain's come on. Thanks very much for looking in. If you've just arrived, I'll make this public in a few minutes, and you can go to the start of it and see where we've been for the last hour and a half. So, thanks very much. Bye MSK, 7Cs and everyone else, and thanks very much for all the likes. 8 likes is brilliant. Much appreciated. Thank you. Bye for now. It's Evening MSK 7Cs. Thanks again, everybody.